tell us what the plan is.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just you want counterpick for Rich as well. It could be part of the game plan.
Yep.
We'll find out, as Nico's still going to be banned here. I think that's not going to surprise anyone. The Pantheon went through already, so you have an extra ban on red side, so that's a good thing for DRX on red side here. And they ban the Yone away from closer.
Nico Poppy going to be the first two removed. So Talia, the only thing that is going to be stopping those dashes. We'll see what the first big priority is going to be, as Yunara and Azir likely to be things that DRX do need to consider, unless they're going to be throwing some wrenches into the works. And yes, the monkey is still there. The Yunara is going to be banned, but it's why? Ooh.
I like, the thing is, I think they just first pick Wukong Brodu, and that's like, that's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
It's kind of an issue. And
they can't pick Annie Rakan with it though, so
Rumble,
there's that.
Stock's going up here as well with the Aurora ban. Talia gets taken away in that final moment. Talia's been pretty crazy.
So now it's, do you want Azir or Wukong?
And if you're a red side, the way this is set up for DRX, like, you can get two of these.
The Rumble is also there,
yeah,
and
so
they will
Azir,
lock that one in.
Azir Wukong could just be the lock.
And that sounds pretty strong.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I mean, it's not a strong mid-jungle duo per se, but it is two really strong champions in this meta, so I think the Azir comes 100%. Xin Zhao makes a lot more sense in terms of the mid-jungle synergy, but then that means that you give the Wukong up.
I was going to say, yeah,
so there's that.
I mean, it's like, it can make sense in isolation if Wukong didn't exist in the current power level that he has. As Croco's cycloning them with an equalizer on the top. I mean, that sounds pretty good, but instead he's going to play Vi. And Ari Vi is going to be the answer here.
As a biased
Galio top for Rich.
As a biased DRX commentator, I'm worried about what's going to happen to Teddy in this game, no matter what scaling AD carry he's picking here.
All right, no. So the way that you be biased is you now just need to say everything that DRX is doing in this draft is genius. Okay.
Yes, it's perfect.
They have them right where they want them.
Galio top. Rich has, I don't think, ever played this, but I'm going to check. But it's exactly what I want. Yes.
I think being biased sarcastically doesn't count. Okay.
Why?
We're teaching Wolf how to do it. He's figuring it out slowly.
Yeah.
People like Chronicler and I mean, we have massive amounts of experience being utterly biased. If you've seen any T1 Gen G match, you'll know. It's absolutely repugnant.
No, I'm not trying to look up Richu's stats. I want to look up Rich's stats. Give me Rich's stats.
Yeah, but what has Richu been doing recently?
I didn't see. I just clicked away really fast.
Oh, that's a shame.
So he has not played, obviously, any Galio top this season. Across his career, he has played it 2 times, 50-50.
Oh, wow. We're breaking a tie there as well? My goodness.
I can tell you guys he's never played any top Azir.
So he's not quite at Dove's level. Not quite up there.
So the Rel ban makes a lot of sense because of the setup they already have, and it's Palu's favorite champion to play. Seemingly, he always just goes to it when they need engage. And that makes
also,
sense.
this looks like a pretty beautiful Rel draft out of the bros for now.
It's actually insane. And
they are instead going to play Nautilus, though.
Is this a Zeri angle for Teddy, I wonder? I think, obviously Vi is great into Zeri because you can just lock her down no matter what. But they need a scaling pick in this draft. I don't think there's anything to go for.
He's just going to play Sivir, man.
I think Sivir is pretty good here, too.
Yeah.
And it scales incredibly well. It's relatively safe because of the ability to block charms with Spell Shield. I do like the Sivir pick here.
I don't mind it. The cease and desist is still pretty much guaranteed, though, because you just drive-by smite away.
Smite the shield.
And so it is just a bit difficult unless you Spell Shield right at the last possible second. And
yeah, it's
the game
really hard to outplay that.
Yeah.
And
there's that Nautilus.
Gets picked unshockingly.
So now they have 2 inescapable forms of single-target CC.
I mean, he can play any AD carry that does burst. Even Jinx here kind of makes sense because you have so many ways to set up the reset. Scales also, if you're not getting the leads you want in the game, have a little bit of a late game insurance policy.
Yeah.
I think it's a very smart pick, but the Zeri that he's known for instead will come out. Some all-in potential in this 2v2 as well at level 6.
It is a bit of a scary one to play Zeri into, though, right? Like, you're looking at Heroic Entrance, Emperor's Divide, even the Crescent Guard is going to mean that, like, if you're trying to, like, dive in, you can get that completely negated.
There's a lot of ifs to catching this Zeri, though. I like the Zeri because of the power in the 2v2 lane. There's the level 6 all-in. There's also the fact that, like, all those different ways to catch Zeri means that, you know, she has to be kind of out of position and is not cleaning up the fight. And there's so many ways to go in and set up tons of damage with the Equalizer, and then Zeri just cleans up the rest of the fight. That I really like this for hype here. It doesn't seem like it fully fits the theme when you look at the dive part of it with the Vi. But when you think about how it works with Rumble, it's kind of an insane pick here, and it's one of Hype's best, if not best, champions. So everything kind of coming together here for for Bro, not for DRX, not for my Pred.
I mean, I do think it's a very stable composition out of DRX. If they are able to play it slow and keep these team fights front to back, as man, that is a lot of DRX fandom here. Well, let's see whether they are going to be rewarded. Valdez said something really interesting as he threw it over to us.
Yeah.
Or was it Wadid who said he doesn't trust the bros?
That was Wadid, yeah.
Yeah. So, but do you trust the bros to give us 3 games? Because that's what true generosity looks like. Let's see whether they can give us that.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Man, Galio is the only skin that's popular, by the way.
It's so good. I just noticed that it has, like, his face is so serious.
Yeah.
Underneath the outfit. Oh, spectacular.
Once I locked that skin in, I've never changed. I've never even flipped through the other skins. I'm just not even interested.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't exist. I mean, Hextech Galio, I mean, what even is that?
Yeah, not interested.
It's a silly robot.
Did you notice that Faker didn't pick Galio for his world skin? Because he knows the chicken skin just...
Yeah, like, why would you even use it? Yeah, exactly. Right.
Everyone wanted the Galio skin. He's like, nah, the chicken skin exists. Why would I do such a disgrace to Galio?
Yeah, no, exactly.
I wanted that Galio skin. Oh, well.
It's also revenge against Zeka as well for beating him in 2022, so he took away 2 of his champions.
Oh, there you go.
That's the long con. That's my headcanon anyway.
All right, so I do like where the draft looks for DRX4, how they play League of Legends, like what their win cons are, sit back scale. You know, with how Yehu was playing game 1 as well, I think this is your pick will probably be a better look for him. And my biggest question mark is Rich on the Galio. Doesn't really feel like a Rich champion to me. It's a little bit too passive and supportive and not going in enough and being aggressive enough.
Would you say that Twisted Fate is the most Rich champion? Or is it Gangplank?
If you're talking about money, yes.
Yeah.
Which I knew you were. So
I was being cheeky.
Neither of those champions suit Rich's playstyle, really.
Oh, okay.
Gangplank, actually, Gangplank, I'll give him Gangplank.
There's a bit of a Gangplank vibe.
Yeah, a little Gangplank vibe. TF, absolutely not, though.
No, okay. There was only a few moments that we had TF top being a thing.
Yeah.
And those have since gone away.
Rich is definitely not the dainty drop a gold card and let his teammates do the fight type of player.
Yep. I like the dainty, the good old dainty gold card.
Twisted Fate is such a dainty champion.
He is a bit of a... I will give you a card. Yes.
There's a hand gesture like, yes, stun for you.
Yeah. I wish you guys could have seen Wolf do that, because it's exactly how I imagine the word dainty to be acted out in every way.
Yeah. Why isn't there a skin for that where you just talks
it's like
that?
Salt Bay. You know, it's pretty much how it works.
Yeah.
Have another card. Brilliant. Okay, this bottom lane, Teddy is just going to be throwing Beyblades around, and otherwise not too much more is going to happen. This was the original Zeri lane, was Zeri Nautilus.
Yeah.
People did like to play this one quite a lot. I think it was back when Nautilus did have a whole bunch more power and was a lot more first pick priority, but...
You just picked it also because you didn't want them to have it.
Yeah, denying it.
So, because Nautilus is a great answer into Zeri. which, you know, Palu did lock that one away, and Andal ended up on the Leona, which is fine. It's not really the top of the tier list right now. It is the top of the engaged tier list in Fearless games, where some of them are gone, a lot of them are gone. So that's where we end up. Pretty good to deny dives, but I don't think, you know, we're going to be really talking about that in the 2v2 all too much.
Yeah, we had Nico, Poppy, Alistair, Bud, and Rel all banned in this game, and the Rakan was taken away alongside the Braum, which is not engaged in game number 1. So yeah, there were a lot of things removed.
Yeah.
Leona next on the menu. Leona and Sivir together do have a bit of synergy, where you get to like Zenith Blade the wave, and Teddy then ricochets through it, does a lot of damage, so you can clear waves very, very quickly with this combo.
True. That's a good point. Andal really wants to stun. He really wants to desperately, but he's thinking about it carefully and deciding not to do it.
Don't you think that that particular Nautilus skin looks a lot like the loader from Aliens?
I don't know if I know what that is. Like, weirdly, this time I think you lost me.
Oh, really? Have you seen Aliens?
No.
My wife and I are actually watching the whole Alien set of movies.
I watched the recent one that came out, and that was the first one I've ever seen.
Was that Romulus or whatever?
Yeah.
Really? You watched
that was the first Alien movie I've ever seen.
So you haven't
that I remember anyways. Maybe I saw it when I was a kid and don't remember, but...
Oh, man, you gotta... Like, it holds up. I watched Alien 1 just the other day, and it's still just as good. There's like one scene that looks a little bit awkward. It's where, okay, Andal gonna get hooked back, but not too much more.
I didn't know it was like a whole universe, really. And so
I mean,
when I found out,
there's not a lot of continuity there, and
but
some
it's like,
things contradict each other, and it's a bit weird.
It's like Final Fantasy, right? Where it's kind of loosely related the world, right? Or is it?
Oh yeah. It's theoretically related, but the timelines are all a bit weird. Canon is a confusing thing in the Alien world, and is it in the same universe as Predator? We don't know. I think they just wanted to make a movie with Predator and aliens in it, and they just figure it out afterwards.
Yeah, I mean that's what people did back then, you know.
Yeah, there was like that whole era of everything needs to be this versus that.
Yeah, there was that was. I mean, it gave us Marvel vs. Capcom, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That one will give a W.
Like now we do crossovers where everyone's friends, but back then it was crossover everyone hates, everyone has to fight.
Yeah.
It's like Superman and Batman are both heroes, but actually they need to fight for some reason. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. And they somehow figured out a way to make that one happen as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't my favorite movie.
No.
That it was okay.
That was back before I was really tired of superhero movies. I haven't watched superhero movies in like 10 years, man.
I think I met you and you were already tired of superhero movies. That was a long time ago.
So done.
But you could watch the Alien movies. They're definitely worth it.
Yeah, there's no caped men running around in that.
No capes.
I will say,
what about The Incredibles? You should watch The Incredibles because they also don't like capes in that one.
I did enjoy the sequel to Incredibles that finally came out, and also Ox showed me Invincible, which I really enjoyed. I didn't read it, but I watched it.
Yeah,
it's one of the best shows I've seen in a while. I really enjoyed it.
Oh man, okay.
And it got all the memes, so you got to stay up to date on the memes, and it's all in there.
That is actually very important. I need to do that. I'm not very good at staying up to date on the memes.
This is a very slow bro and brew game, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dragon did go over.
We've been talking about absolutely nothing to do with the game for quite some time, as the hook is going to come through from Polo. Ask and you shall almost receive. As Rich is just wandering around.
I kind of feel like in the brew style of game, it insanely favors DRX's comp.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there is a Zeri, but oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like there's an Ahri also and a Rumble, which can do well in late game team fights, don't get me wrong.
I do think that like it's not early game that the bros really want to win. I think they want to take over in the mid game, so we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, they need to have the grub team fight with level 6s online. That's where they want to fight. Like this definitely could be a certifiable Zeri here on this grubs fight if DRX take the fight poorly. Yeah, it certainly could happen. Happened with Ruler yesterday. And where's Proxying? Like he's having fun in this matchup. Like we haven't really talked about, but Rich is not hitting the minions at the and killing them with the set hits. He's down a lot of farm. This is a really It's a matchup where
2 levels.
it's a matchup where you don't get prio. You're not supposed to lose this hard. He is losing very hard.
Yeah, so he's down 1 level, right? It looked like 2 levels because the numbers were too different, but does just level up now. DRX are able to take 2 of the grubs away, is now Closer, pops the ulti, is gonna look for a reset here as Andal going down low, but Closer can't quite find that one. Nice charm, connects onto Sponge as the Solar Flare comes on through, but Croco, he's gonna be the first to go down, and it's Teddy that locks in the kill. Now Hype is looking to punish him. Extendo Beam not going to connect. There's a heroic entrance as Hype just goes bananas and dies. And that is a great team fight for DRX after they are able to lock down all 3 grubs.
Oh man, that was so scary for DRX and the DRX Predator right there when the Zeri was untouched and super low on health, by the way. And Teddy lost his barrier. I was like, oh, I don't know. And then Zeri just put himself in the engagement. And by the way, that kill will be the 2500th or 2500th. 2500.
And in fact, 2501.
Yeah, and actually
as it turns out, as Wadid is pretty psyched about this.
That's how the inner mechanisms of my brain, machinations of my brain look right now. Mechanisms. My mechanisms are Wadidding right now.
Yeah. You've got Wadidding mechanisms. That's actually really good to know.
It's been a short day actually. Weirdly enough, I'm just losing it. It's a long season.
Maybe it's been a long week. Yeah.
Okay, so the engage here. There just isn't really any of it onto Hype. Like the Solar Flare gets the slow onto him. So I'm watching this going, this is not looking good for DRX, so I think we're about to certify it. But then he just goes in here when Rich is here. Like, why did he do that? Is the question that probably bro predators like you and Valdez are asking.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a, like, sometimes Hype, we need to ignore the voices.
Yeah.
We need to ignore the voices.
Because Rich is like, I'm here. I can't get to him, by the way, guys.
But also there was, like, the full health Rumble that made his way in, right? Like, there was a possible angle for if he hadn't have decided then to flash into the Dragon Pit, maybe there was a chance. But he was also trying to avoid the Emperor's Divide that was going to get him.
That fight was like the encapsulation of why I worry for DRX in this game, because there just isn't a easy way to get the Zeri. If the Zeri goes into taunt range, then you can taunt her and kill her. But like that moment was like, ooh, it's not looking good for not only this team fight, but for the whole game and for my Preds. And then Hype was like, I wolf. Wolf. Generous Giga Chad Hype says, I'm going to try to kill Teddy. Wink, wink, Wolfie.
Wait, Wolfie VGC mentioned?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I don't even know what that means, but like, for the absurdity of everything I just said, I'm like, sure, yeah.
You know nothing about the world champ difference, Wolf? Oh my goodness.
No, I think I don't.
Oh, okay. He's Pokemon player. Okay, Equalizer goes down as Morgan is looking to stop Sponge from killing him. I don't know whether that is going to be something he'll allow, but he does make it to the turret and will be able to survive for the moment.
All right.
There we go. We don't have...
Near action there on the top lane, but...
Yeah. Polu just going to walk into the brush once again. Does manage to get some control. As
vision.
We are 1 away from everything for DRX as far as the feats of strength are concerned, as Croco wanted to come towards his top side and take down Rich. No flash available. Cease and desist is going to be there and will be used to try and get rid of him. And yeah, Rich has no options. He's just really dead.
Rich was like, I went into the shop, I clicked the filter for magic resistance and bought the items, and now I'm playing the game. And then Croc was like, you're not playing the game, actually. So I know you've been sitting around waiting to play the game.
Yeah.
He's just booting up the game.
Yeah, no. Where is your like, punch resistance, buddy?
So he did not have any resistances. He got a health crystal after that, so at least he's a little more HP.
By the way, on the subject of Galio, with that particular skin, I have a petition. Can we now... Okay, not going to quite land there. Needed another link in the chain, I'm pretty sure. Can we call the Winds of War with this skin Wings of War?
Ooh, I like that.
I think we should do that.
Let's try.
Because he actually throws out little chicken wings.
Yeah.
I think they're drumsticks when he throws them, but I just want to say Wings of War.
Yeah, is he gonna do it?
There it is.
Oh, it's like buckets.
A bucket. It's buckets. So there could be wings in there, or at least no, it's probably not. But it's still a bucket of chicken. Yeah, there are wings in buckets of chicken, right?
Yeah, yeah, there can be. It depends on where you get your chicken from, but yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely incredible. All right, so Wings of War it is. Lock it in.
So there's a hole in the map on the top side, right? Like that's where DRX are struggling.
Dear Eliza?
Yeah. Yes.
Let
Yes.
the bro
It took a second.
really sink
It
in
took
too
a second,
much.
but yes. Yes, in fact, I hope Eliza is aware of it now.
And we were talking about buckets before. It really worked.
Well, when you get to the part of the song where, what's the guy's name? Henry? When Henry decides to figure out what to fix it with.
I'm looking for that answer as well, actually.
It's Teddy in this case, because he has 2 kills. He is very accelerated on this server, has an extra BF sword over his opposition right now. And the scaling is still there, and the fact that Galio is behind doesn't necessarily matter because he's still just going to entrance into a team fight and then empower this Sivir to pop off. It may be that the engage that DRX need to kill Zeri is just Teddy's auto attack damage. And maybe Teddy, if he kills the Zeri, then that's all you need.
Yeah, and honestly, like with a short-range composition like this, reliably getting ricochet damage onto a Zeri, it's something that could certainly happen. Morgan, though, is going to make the ground very toasty, which is
He's cooking the chicken!
It is good for frying the chicken. You're exactly right. But unfortunately, Rich doesn't like that. He's like, it's already fried, man. Don't put it in the microwave as soon as it comes home. That's crazy.
Burning the chicken.
At least use the oven. The microwave just sounds like that was sacrilegious.
Oh,
Actually,
God, like liquefying it.
I cringed a little bit when I said that. It was just very uncomfortable.
They want to dive Rich again, but he has flashback. I don't think they should. It's a race for first turret, by the way, that DRX are going to win.
Yep, they also then managed to secure feats of strength.
Yeah, and it
denies
Closer some farm as well. And they can actually slow play this. They should not fight now. Just take turret and walk away. Yep. DRX Predator, I am begging you, please.
As the Sun Disc is going to take the cannon, but thankfully that belongs to Azir. So that means it's not a -1. Feels good, man.
That's a +1.
That is definitely a +1 in a DRX Predator's book. 100%.
All right, so now we're just moving to mid, and Sivir is going to clear some waves, and we're going to have prio for the objective. That's why I like to see DRX playing our win cons. Don't fight, just kill the objectives. Well, double dragon into Hex Tech with the Sivir comp. That slows the Zeri down. DRX, I think they're onto something in this one, Atlas. They're going to get this Herald for free, surely.
Well,
surely.
Croco is Hex Gating. So they're not going to be getting this Rift Herald, but can there be a team fight found here for the bros as Croco gets in behind? Morgan going to be the first to go down, though, and he doesn't really get to do anything at all. Voltbreaker gets Croco kind of out of there, but Sponge is there to finish him off.
Oh, right.
Man, the generosity of the bros continues as it's looking like they are providing us with a Game 3.
That's right. Pred Dream alive.
Oh, yeah. As all right, the Rift Herald is going to charge on in. Closer does get knocked up momentarily, but it looks like the turret will stay alive for the minute. Yehu just chilling out towards the top side.
He's got Nashor's Tooth first. He's got 3 grubs, and that's a dead turret. It's just dead. There's no stopping this turret from going down. It's a full wave with cannon, and he is just going to take it out. So big wins everywhere for DRX. It starts off here with Croco looking for this flank, and then they just engage on the Rumble and say, whatever, nice flank. He hits Yehu here.
And he dies with Equalizer up.
Yeah. He did not press the button to burn them.
The Lord did need to use the ultimate to win the fight. They did not, and therefore, it is just not going to be anything really found here.
He did not lord over them in that moment.
No. He, in fact, it was under because he died, as it turns out.
Yeah, good engage there from DRX, snap call. And now they're going to get another turret. Actually, maybe not this one. Not yet. But it looked like they wanted to, and Bro said, no, you can't get that right now.
But they might be able to get Soul Point.
Yes, I think they will. Hextech Soul Point, in fact, and they have full prio here. Vision control taken away. There's 1 ward in the pit. Otherwise, this ward is disabled in the river entrance brush.
Wow, let's see whether the bros are, in fact, trying to lure them into a false sense of security with the first couple of fights. Because things are going to have to improve. They want to make something happen. Charm connects onto Ando. But he gets to press the Eclipse button, which he doesn't even need to do.
Spell shield for Teddy. He's just
Croco caught on the flank. Rich is just going to be able to find him here. Needs to Volt Break to get himself back into the fog of war.
And they just burst this dragon down.
All right, Croco gets into the back of the pit here. Let's see whether the bros can actually coordinate as Sponge. Finding him. And now the burst could come in, but they're holding on to the dragon. Will we see an equalizer? Yes, we will. This time it's doing a lot of damage. Teddy just walks forward, though. The heroic entrance to come on down. The knock-up connects as they're looking to burst the Drake, and there is the soul point, as now the Bros need to try and find an angle. A big taunt from Rich, but now Hype, can he actually find it? Flashes out of the Emperor's Divide, but unfortunately, you cannot flash the Beyblades, as Teddy just raises him up, as Morgan is going to be taken down here as well. And raises him up. Not like, that's not lifting him up, it's like hitting him with raises.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, but it didn't really
He got
come off very
raised.
well. As Rich is going to throw buckets at Morgan eventually. And there is the last kill. It is going to be the turret taken down there as well by Teddy, who is now looking for even more. Yahoo in the bottom lane. Man, this is a shellacking just the other direction.
It's just, I mean, that just might be the game. Like, Yahoo has this Nashor's Tooth and Grub still, man. He's like, I'm pushing this inner. And they even got the Andal TP down just to cover for him, as they didn't have full vision of the jungle. The play from Rich on the Galio, maybe I misread Rich, you know? Maybe he actually, this is his kind of champion. Look at this play. He goes in for the ult, and then he's ready to taunt. And Dragon goes down here first for DRX. Sponge actually makes the call to re-engage. Rich flashes and gets the triple taunt. Morgan is so low, just has to exit the fight, and Hype wants to go in again for another aggressive play.
Teddy just destroyed all of them.
Yeah, no, he didn't have his IE, by the way. He was sitting on pickaxe and BF sword in this fight. Imagine if he had the IE.
Are you saying it gets worse?
Yeah, I'm saying it gets worse, yeah. He has now 2-item IE, I imagine, after that fight. He does, in fact, and an extra crit cloak and a dagger. That's the cloak and dagger he wants in his inventory.
Oh, golly.
And, yeah, last team fight, he did 3,000 damage. Hype did a lot, but he wasn't able to secure the last bits of hits. He needed to get the eliminations to clean up the fight. It was just a little bit too broken up. Rich's taunt was pretty phenomenal. And Bro on the back foot, much to Bro Predator's chagrin.
Yeah, it's not quite working. However, Bro do have a game in pocket, okay? And they are very good at delivering us 3-game series.
They have won the last 2 in Game 3 as well.
This is how it's supposed to go. It is written as DRX starting the Otacon in the Rise group. Should be making everyone nervous, but they are very far ahead. So maybe we should not be nervous. Should we be nervous? Maybe. Okay, Charm misses. Less nervous. Maybe more nervous.
A little nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Morgan has the equalizer. He can stop the retreat as Polo just throws an anchor to Nani as Closer gets closed in on and will get taken out. The Vi is dead as well, and Hype thrown into the meat grinder. And down he will go. And yeah, the nerves not quite there anymore, as DRX have only lost 1 throughout this entire game. And it was a Rich who did not care about it at all.
No. And in this case, it's Yahoo who does the massive damage. And Teddy was sitting super far back. He was really safely positioned there. The equalizer positioning was amazing for Morgan, but it was just too little, too late on that fight. And DRX, at 20 minutes into the game, are practically able to break open the base. They're going to get this inner turret, like using it to deny minions right now. As look at Teddy's positioning here, it's hard to engage. And if a few things go wrong, Paulo misses his hook here, and that's the call to go on to Closer and instantly.
Immediately denying any attempt from Closer to escape over the wall there as well, of course. Has the Spirit Rush available.
Rich
but
also
wasn't actually able to get there. Got knocked up before he could even get over.
Rich gets the punch at the end of the Zeri getting knocked in by the Emperor's Divide. It's just, it was a disaster. And this Zeri is just not ever going to be relevant, I think, in this game. This hit the 2-item Runins as Teddy hits his 3rd. He's got the Flicker Blade online. 3,000 gold ahead. That's about a Flicker Blade over his opponent that he's holding.
That's pretty close to just IE ahead. And that's kind of what it looks like if you have a look at the inventories as well. It's a little bit of a worry.
And this Ahri isn't going to be able to do that much from behind. Like, look at the items for the mid lane as well. Like, Yahoo is so massively ahead. He has the extra arm guard. I think he actually had it in that last fight, didn't need it, and is just chilling.
Yeah. And Morgan has hit 2 items, I guess. Might be something that they can do something about, but the problem is that every single time, like, the DRX front to back, the phalanx that can be set up for this team composition is just too good, and they have all of the tempo in this game, so they get to dictate when these fights happen. Another hook finds the air. As we know, for anchors, it's not how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to at least find water. and does want to find the ground afterwards.
I never doubted DRX. I just want to make it clear, you know? I knew all along they were going to get the stun.
I'm sure they appreciate that.
Yeah,
look.
no, I never thought that they wouldn't be able to lock down this area or anything. I just want everyone to know it.
Yeah.
I was a truster.
I remember that you said that.
Yeah, I know. At the end of the draft, I was like, they win this easy, like you suggested.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah. You were practicing for the bias and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously that happened.
Okay, one more fight for Bro. Good luck.
This so they do have to try and contest this. Let's see whether Croco can steal it away. They can see the health bar. And the equalizer goes down as it's a steal. Okay, there's something for Croco. Andil going to be taken down low. The heroic entrance just defensively to save the Leona. And Bro, get out.
That was a really nice play there. Morgan drops the equalizer. Croco's ready to go in and snipe it. And they get the Dragon Steal.
And guess what? DRX are just as close to winning the game.
Yeah, no, I was going to be the punchline is like, wow, they really didn't stop. They did not get the soul, but I don't think they care because there's other things they can get, like Baron. That'll be spawning relatively soon. In fact, probably has already spawned in live. Is this fight here, Hype really doesn't get anything done. Like, he's just so afraid of all the engage tools, but they get the steal. Hype, he wanted to do something. He wanted to find an angle there, but they get the Dragon. They don't get the team fight win. I don't think they were ever going to get the team fight win. As even a good old safety, you see that item in Teddy's inventory?
Ooh,
Hex Drinker safety.
The safety Hex Drinker?
Yeah, he's like, I don't like Rumble ulting on me. Remember when he walked over the equalizer the other day on Lucian and died?
Oh yeah.
He's like, I need to get some magic resistance so I can step across those.
He could also just not step across them anymore.
Yeah,
that instance bothered me quite a
Teddy
decent
just
amount.
likes to walk the red carpet, you know?
He is pretty famous and cool. And that's generally the people that do walk red carpets.
He's got LCK awards coming up, man. He's just getting ready.
True. That's true. Probably getting that suit dry cleaned as we speak.
Yeah.
Although probably not.
I do like it when the players dress up and look nice.
Yeah. It's very, very cool.
Looking forward to LCK awards.
I'm wondering when it is. I know that we are voting on it as we speak. Do need to get those in pretty soon. I don't like to do it before the regular season is over, though.
Yeah, no, I will be doing it probably like literally right after the series.
Yep. That's normally my plan as well.
And this game feels like a foregone conclusion. Like, it is Zeri trying to get an LDR, trying to have that third item, trying to be relevant. Maybe there's some sort of wild engage, but now you need more than... Like, the problem with Zeri, like I said, it doesn't fit this composition because it's not the best fault to single target, which is the engage that they have. They don't have a rel, you know, or anything like that. Is DRX are just going to do this Baron now. And there is no vision here. Bro, looking for another miracle steal, but there is just too much in the way.
Looking for a bit of a turn here as the Baron down to 6,000. Polo looking to make his way in. The equalizer does calm down. That's the explosion on this Leona. They've taken one down, but the Baron does go over to DRX. There's the flash out from the Lord, though. Flash out from Teddy keeps him safe. Rich is diving on top of him. But it's not really going to help out. Bro, can they find the angle? That is a great charm to connect the extendo beam. Not doing too much, though. And Hype doesn't even really have an opportunity to press the ultimate button. They're taking Hex Skates while Polu's going in. Get Polu back in comms, bro.
Yeah, that was... I'm actually kind of like... I was really scared for a second because Hype has ult flash. Like, I thought maybe if he finds the angle there... I mean, he has the Hex Gate. He's going around DRX. If he cleans them up there, suddenly it's a playable game for Bro. So I was a little bit concerned, but he's just not able to do it. Like, watch Hype. He's just focus on Hype this entire fight. He's like, oh, this is almost the angle. Like, it's almost the angle. It's almost the angle. It's almost the angle. But he's just not quite. He's like, I'm like, I can't go in on that. And then he backs away, and he's slowly front to backing this. And if the team is all together here, and maybe if Palu has ult, if he used it a little bit later there, maybe they could actually make a fight happen with Hype. He's so badly wants to go, and he takes the Hex Gate here.
And they're all taking the Hex Gate as Palu is anchoring.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
They just think it was not communicated there, what they wanted to do at the end of the fight. That's the kind of thing that you just kind of have to know. You know, you don't say it out loud necessarily, but Palu, well, on the same page as everybody else, and DRX, the miracle fight, they avoid it. They do not get punished. They get the Baron, and they're now pushing to break open the base.
Yep, it's going to crest 10,000 gold pretty quickly here, as DRX will be able to take this one down. That is a very nice solar flare. As Closer, he's able to at least limp his way away with the Spirit Rush, but that is now not going to be able to be used offensively. And Rich just lumbers over towards this mid inhibitor, and will be able to help bonk that one down with the help of his team.
They have the third wave in the top lane coming in as well, so they can just triple inhib off of this, not take any unnecessary risks. Play-in's on the line.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been joking about our Preds, but for these two teams, this is everything. The rest of your year, opened up or closed. DRX playing this very, very carefully. And they will actually back out of the base the time being. Grab Hextech Soul. They could use their Baron to try to get that first wave of super minions in, but I mean, with double super minions in all 3 lanes and Hextech Soul, how could you lose this game? Just impossible. Instead of trying to end it now, which they definitely could have, they're like, you know what? Let's win it 100 out of 100 times.
Yeah, Hextech Soul with Sivir. That's going to be a thing. Not to mention the Azir as well, who will be just dishing out so much damage. More of Malmortius is now done for Teddy as well, so retains that 1 full item lead over Hype. And yes, to say that the bros are circling the drain would be an understatement.
It's starting to make those like slurpy noises, you know? Like it's getting to the bottom.
Yeah.
The last parts are about, it's going to make a little whirlpool.
Yeah, the little whirlpool in the buff.
When I was a kid, I loved that, man. I was like,
yeah,
a little tornado in there.
I used to get so excited waiting for the noise to start.
Yeah. And, wow, we're such children as adults.
I was going to say, like, actually, I think I still do. That's why I'm looking forward to being a dad, so I get to run paths all the time.
Yeah.
That's going to be the best part of it. Get so much of the water going down the pipe. Anyway.
All right, so now we got 6 super minions about to crash. They're not synced up here, but I mean, Sivir can just kind of throw Qs out.
All right, well, we're ceased and desisted, and Croco's dead. The rest of the bros, they will get redeemed momentarily, but I don't know whether it's much redemption of anything at all.
Human Nexus, you go into the fountain, you die.
Yeah, Polo goes in as well, and he does also die, Wolf. As it turns out, you're right on multiple fronts. As now Hype doing his very best to keep himself alive, but oh my god, that is not going to happen, not in this game, as DRX just roll over the top, and the bros deliver on their promise with aplomb as they take us to 3 games.
Unfortunately, Hype not able to make the impact he wanted on the Zeri.